You know, Wendy, every time I look at the photos of that finished ranch of yours near Sheridan, I still can't believe how fast it all came together. How's the morning view out there?
Oh, Jake, it's like living in a postcard. Waking up with the sun hitting the Tetons. I still pinch myself. I spent years in that cramped apartment in Casper, just throwing rent money into a black hole. Never thought I'd actually be standing on my own land, you know?
That's exactly why we do what we do. Look, for all the vets watching this, you've earned the right to have a place that's actually yours. You don't need to settle for a cookie-cutter house. We're talking about building custom in Wyoming, Cheyenne, Jackson Hole, wherever, with zero down. And I'm not talking about some maybe deal. I'm talking about a true one-time close.
And that was the biggest relief. I was terrified of the paperwork. I talked to other lenders, and they kept trying to push me into these two-time close loans. They made it sound like I had to buy the land first, then get a construction loan, then refinance. It was a nightmare waiting to happen.
Yeah, that's just a trap. Those lenders make money every time they process a new set of fees. With our one-time close, we bundle the land purchase, the construction, and your permanent mortgage into one single loan. No extra closing costs down the road. It's cleaner, it's cheaper, and it keeps your sanity intact.
Exactly. And the fees. I was bracing for a massive hit at the closing table, but you guys rolled everything into the loan. I kept waiting for the gotcha moment, but it never came.
That's how it should be. And while we're on the subject of saving, let's talk about that interest reserve. Most people don't realize this, but during the build, you don't have to scramble to make monthly mortgage payments. We escrow the interest into the loan itself.
That was the game changer for me. It meant I could use my extra cash to upgrade the kitchen and get that big shop for the tractor. And barn I wanted for the horses. I didn't feel like I was bleeding cash while the house was just a frame.
Exactly. You're building your equity, not paying a landlord. Plus, you've got that contingency reserve. I tell all my clients, if your builder is smart, they'll build in a healthy contingency. If you don't use it all, and usually there's some left over, it just goes right back into the loan as a principal reduction. You end up with a smaller mortgage just for being smart.
I'm so glad we padded that reserve. We hit some stubborn rock during the foundation work, but because we had that cushion, it didn't turn into a panic. We just moved forward. No new applications, no begging for extra cash. It just worked.
That's the peace of mind people need. And then there's the market risk. I see so many people scared to build because they're worried about interest rates. But our rate cap and float down feature, that's like having a safety net for your wallet.
I remember watching the rates while my house was framing up. I was nervous, but you called me and said, "Wendy, the market dropped and we locked you at a much lower rate than I expected." I saved tens of thousands over the life of the loan because of that. I felt like I had a partner looking out for my bottom line, not just pushing paper.
We're in your corner, Wendy. And to the vets watching, do not let a lender tell you that you don't need a VA-registered builder. That is absolute bunk. If they tell you that, they're just setting you up to fail the appraisal process. If they don't know the VA rules inside and out, they shouldn't be handling your home build. Walk away and give us a call at 888-857-8041. We specialize in this. We live and breathe the VA construction guidelines.
I'm just glad I found you guys when I did. I was almost convinced by someone else, but they couldn't even explain the VA residual income requirements properly. You explained it all, the COE, the MPRs, everything. It wasn't confusing, it was just a clear path forward.
It's only complicated if you've never done it. We've done it 1,000 times. Whether it's a standard stick build, a gorgeous barndo, or a massive ranch, we know how to package it for the VA. If you've got non-taxable income, we know how to gross it up so you qualify for the home you actually want, not the one you're allowed to have. Wendy, if someone's on the fence, if they're stuck in a rental and scared to pull the trigger, what would you tell them?
I'd say stop waiting. Rates shift, markets change, but building your own custom home is the best hedge against inflation you'll ever have. Stop paying your landlord's mortgage and start building your own family's legacy. Call us at 888-857-8041. Let's talk about your dream, look at your numbers, and get a plan on the table. It was the best decision I ever made.
There you have it, folks. Wendy's living the dream, and you can too. Call 888-857-8041 today. We're ready when you are.
Did you find this video helpful? For more helpful videos on how we can help you achieve your dream home, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Also, put your questions below in the comments section. Don't forget to call us at 888-857-8041.